Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden gems of numismatics, the 1976 new penny coin from the United Kingdom, bearing the iconic effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, alongside the inscription Elizabeth II, DG Reg FD, is far more than a simple unit of currency. It is a reflection of historical identity, sovereign symbolism, and philosophical contrast. The obverse side features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Macon, where DG Reg FD stands for De Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, or by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This Latin phrase underscores the divine legitimacy and continuity of the British monarchy, connecting present rule to ancient tradition. The portrait, youthful and serene, reflects a sense of calm authority, framed in a minimalist yet powerful design that embodies British constitutional dignity. On the reverse, the denomination New Penny and the image of a crowned portcullis, historic emblem of the British Parliament, highlight the balance between monarchy and democratic institutions. The portcullis, originally a medieval symbol of defense, here serves as a metaphor for guarded governance and sovereign authority restrained by law. Now, when one overlays the French revolutionary ideals of liberté, égalité, fraternité onto this 1976 British coin, a fascinating contrast emerges. While the French Republic and artists like Jean-Pierre Le Griffel celebrated human equality, citizen sovereignty, and the rejection of monarchical rule, the British coin embodies the opposite. It is rooted in hierarchy, heritage, and royal continuity. The Republican spirit that Le Griffel often infused in his symbolic compositions, favoring open, stylized representations of liberty and justice, is absent here, replaced by tight heraldic order and formal monarchy. The crowned port, for example, contrasts sharply with Le Griffel's depictions of liberation and unity. Yet, beneath this contrast lies a shared cultural commitment to order and national unity. Both styles, whether republican or monarchical, aim to stabilize identity and transmit values. In this sense, the 1976 new penny is monarchically constitutional, preserving tradition while embracing slow evolution rather than revolution. The coin, issued in the post-assimilation period, also reflects Britain's transitional economic identity during the mid-20th century. 1976 was a year of economic difficulty for the UK. Inflation, political uncertainty, and an impending IMF bailout. The simplicity of the coin's design, its clear modern serif font, and standardized denomination embody not just monetary function, but a call for national cohesion. Symbolically, the coin attempts to preserve stability during a time of fiscal and political instability. In contrast to the French revolutionary coinage that broke away from monarchist iconography, Britain in 1976 remained firmly attached to its royal institutions even as it modernized its economy. In a deeper symbolic analysis, one might even argue that this coin represents a uniquely British reconciliation of modernity and monarchy, a kind of pragmatic fraternity between past and future. While France engraved symbols of liberty with dramatic humanistic flair, the British approach remained reserved, formal, and institutionally framed. Le Griffel's themes often centered on human figures rising above oppression. The British coin focuses instead on institutional endurance and quiet resilience. The ideal of fraternity can be interpreted here not as revolutionary brotherhood, but as national unity under constitutional order. In that sense, this coin is Britain's own version of fraternity, though not in the sense of the Republic, but through shared cultural heritage under a single crown. Thus, the 1976 new penny is more than copper-plated. Steel, it is a small disc of political philosophy, minted at the crossroads of tradition and transformation. Its design reflects both the enduring strength of British constitutional monarchy and the subtle dialogue it shares, across the channel, with the ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity. In a world divided between revolutionary rupture and evolutionary continuity, this coin is a testament to Britain's preference for the latter, captured in metal and monarchy. The next up top to the 2002 one penny coin from the United Kingdom, inscribed with Elizabeth II, D.G. Reg. F.D., and featuring the reverse design by Christopher Ironside, carries not only intrinsic numismatic value but also a profound undercurrent of philosophical, historical, and socio-political symbolism when interpreted through the lens of liberty, equality, fraternity, the revolutionary triad famously associated with the French Republic and the broader Enlightenment era. The obverse of the coin shows the elegant profile of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right, sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley, whose initials IRB subtly lie beneath the neck of the monarch. The Latin inscription, Elizabeth II, De Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, abbreviated as DG Reg FD, translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This traditional monarchic formula connects the British coinage to centuries-old sovereignty, divine right, and Anglican faith-evoking continuity, stability, and national identity. Yet, if we reinterpret this coin through the revolutionary idealism of liberté, égalité, fraternité, liberty, equality, fraternity, A striking philosophical tension emerges between monarchical tradition and republican ideals. Liberty, the freedom from oppression, and the right to self-determination, contrasts subtly with the inherited power represented by the Queen's effigy. Equality, suggesting a classless society, is at odds with the social hierarchy embedded in titles and peerages. Fraternity, however, may find some resonance in the coin's circulation. The penny, the most humble denomination, unites citizens across all social levels, from the affluent to the impoverished, thereby fulfilling a symbolic role in everyday economic fraternity. The reverse design, by Ironside, displays the portcullis with chains, a historic badge of the Palace of Westminster, crowned above a symbol originally used by Henry VII. This device, adopted by Parliament and often associated with security, strength, and the democratic institution of governance, subtly reinforces constitutional ideals, blending royal and parliamentary imagery. The portcullis has also appeared in European and French art, where it sometimes connotes the gates of reason or liberation, concepts intrinsic to republicanism. The republic interpretation, when layered over this coin, would symbolize the people's ownership of the state, not of a monarch but in the constitutional monarchy of Britain. The people and the crown are bound in a unique, evolving equilibrium. Jean Le Griffel, a French sculptor known for commemorative works representing liberty and human dignity, though not directly involved in this British coin, becomes an allegorical figure in this context. His style, often expressing republican virtue and the strength of civic values, allows us to imagine this 2002 penny as a canvas where monarchy and republicanism quietly converse. The year 2002 adds another rich layer. It marked the Golden Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, celebrating 50 years of her reign. Amidst global shifts and post-9/11 geopolitics, this tiny coin circulated in millions of pockets, becoming a silent witness to a world grappling with ideas of security, democracy, and identity. In that year, the euro was also introduced in physical form across many European countries, replacing national currencies like the French franc, further igniting debates on sovereignty and collective European identity, again echoing the ideal of fraternity across borders. Thus, while seemingly simple, the 2002 UK penny coin, particularly when examined through the philosophical and artistic lenses of liberté, eaglite, fraternity, republic, and the spirit of Le Griffel, becomes a rich historical artifact, balancing the British monarchy's storied traditions with the enduring universal human yearning for freedom, equality, and unity. Its small size belies its symbolic weight, offering a miniature stage where the drama of monarchy, democracy, art, and people's shared values quietly unfolds in the palm of one's hand.